Born in the wild, born in the wild. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Right now, we're going to be talking about Born in the Wild by Tems. She's been making a lot of noise throughout the last couple of years, if you will, being a pretty popular feature artist, working with Drake, obviously. Wait for You, Drake, and Tems and Future is a massive song. So you've probably heard her. She was on the Black Panther Wakanda album. So even if you don't think you've listened to Tems, you've probably listened to Tems. But if you haven't listened to Tems, make sure to go check out this album. Born in the Wild just dropped. 18 songs, 54 minutes long. Let's get right into it. Off rip production, I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. There were a lot of different vibes. Obviously, she's kind of focused on Afro beats, so there's only so many Afro beats where you can create a different Afro beat. But there were a lot of moments in the album, especially even on the first song, Born in the Wild, where she's really showing that she doesn't need to be on an Afro beat song if it's just her. They're just playing a nice, smooth guitar throughout, and she's just sliding over that because she has a really great voice. And I think overall, 8.5 is good because there were some solid Afrobeats bangers, but they did give her a few moments where she could shine and really show off her vocal techniques and not have to be over a fun dance Afro song where she can just vibe out. She was able to really lock in and hone in on her true artistry, and I think she has a great voice for that. For vocal and lyrics, she got a 10 across the board. I think she really showed how you can have a certain style and be in a certain lane, aka Afro beats, but still be able to flex over and actually give you some vocals. Again, if you just want to listen to that first Born in the Wild song, I think that's a great example of her versatility and her ability to actually sing. And I think I was impressed by that off rip. Starting an album like that, not giving you what you want by giving you what you don't know that she can do, I think that was a great idea. And I gave her a 10 across the board for vocals and lyrics, because there were a few songs where she really locked in, got the pen out, and she just spitting. So I gave her a 10 across the board. I had nothing to complain about vocally and lyrically. For cohesion and empty tracks, 18 songs is a lot of different songs. You can cut that down to 15, 14. So I gave her a 7 out of 10 for cohesion and empty tracks, because again, Afro beats can only be a certain kind of song over and over again. Granted, they're all going to be good if you just hear them one-on-one, solo on a single, if you will. But a whole album consisting of that, I personally don't like a whole album consisting of just one sound. So I gave her a 7 out of 10 for that. For sound and originality, I gave her an 8. Again, I keep saying it, Afrobeats, Afrobeats, Afrobeats. They're good. 18 different tracks, all with the same thing, would be a bit much. So I gave her an 8 because there were a few tracks where she kind of switched it up, showed her lyrical prowess, showed her vocal prowess, and I think she deserves credit for that. So an 8 overall in that category. And last but not least, I gave her a quality care grade of 10. I think being known for your features and being known for songs that are kind of heavy on production, I think that puts you in a pretty dangerous category of people not wanting to take you seriously. I think an example like Georgia Smith is only known for her Afrobeat fun songs where it's really club oriented, but she has a whole solo album of just R&B ballads where she's just spitting her heart out, really singing. And I think Tems did a great job of providing everything that you might not know her for, but showing that she can still actually do it. So I gave her a 10 for that because I thought that's something as an artist that she should be doing, making sure that everybody hears the maximum potential of skill that you can provide. So I gave her a 10 across the board for that. 8.5, 10, 7, 8, and 10, rounding up to a grand total of 86. So B plus if you want to be generous, B if you want to be normal. But I think this is a very, very, very good album showing what she can do when she's not just on a feature or when she's not just trying to make a fun summer club banger. Turn Me Up is a crazy track. I think that was the highlight of the album for me. Free Fall with J. Cole, I think could have been a highlight as well. I personally didn't like the way J. Cole hopped in. I didn't think he matched the energy that she was providing. But if you take J. Cole out and just have Tems on that Free Fall, I think that's a banger album as well. But if you like Tems, listen to this album. If you've never listened to Tems, I think this is a great way to start. And if you don't like Tems, I think you should give this a listen, because again, it does give you a few little different options of how you can hear her slide through a track. And I think this is a great way to explore and show versatility as an artist. So overall, 86. Shout out to Tems. If you like this video, I'll see you in the next one.